What's up, guys?
Yo, guys.
So, it's Phenomenal. We're Magnificence, and we're going to do a video about our new single. It's called With You.
Yes.
We're going to show you guys how we made our stuff, what we did, maybe a little bit of background story about the record. So, let's do it.
Yes.
Yep. So, let's see. Volume up.
So, first gonna play you the song, and then we explain every part of the collab we did. So, enjoy listening.
When you hold me, you make it okay. When you touch me, my worries leave away. 'Cause you make everything right, you make everything new. Make the darkness open, I can dream come true. You make everything right, you make everything new.
Yeah, right.
Wanna spend the rest of my days and nights and sharing a miracle. God knows I wanna have it all with you. I wanna spend the rest of my days. Wanna spend the rest of my
Where's the camera? Okay. Well, where's the camera? There's the camera. So this is basically the project. It's for I think how old is it?
It's like 1.5 years old now,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
It started all in September 2015,
Yeah. Okay.
right?
Yeah. So it's like 2 years, 1.5, something like that.
Something like that. It was a progressive record at first,
Yeah.
and at some point we all agreed that the version that we had wasn't like the way we thought that it should be. So we made a different version, and it still wasn't there, and we kept going, and so at some point we actually had to lay it down for a bit because we actually really didn't know what to do with it.
No.
With you. And But at some point, we heard the record, and it was, for us, we really loved this record. We loved the melody, so
Yeah.
we had this feeling we really have to do something with this track, and we started doing lots of adjustments.
Yeah.
We we did whole different things, and
I think it was like four versions, something like that.
4 or
So,
5 versions, yeah.
we had like a progressive version, we had a club version, and then now we have like a sort of deep house / future house version. So we can show you guys right now what we actually did, and you can just ask anything you want. So we're gonna try and answer all your questions. So let's get started. If you have to break, let's see. Zoom in. Here.
And you hold me.
I'm gonna turn off the vocal. We first started with these roads here.
Very simple.
So very simple, 4 chords.
Yeah.
So I know later on we so still the roads playing, clap going on here, so it's snap like this.
Slipping away.
So in that part you hear a guitar, goes like this. And there's another guitar playing this. So it's a real guitar that you hear, so it's not a plug-in or whatever.
Like most of the instruments were like recorded from real instruments.
Yes.
So there's very few plugins going on, and that's kind of what makes this track feel very, very
Organic.
human. Yeah.
Yeah, organic. So if you hear it all together. And then we have a little body, which is the drums. So make it more cinematic. And you have a kick here, which is going. Then you have this part. So here's the part where the melody introduces. And we actually we chose doing this because it feels like kind of a bridge, doing it your melody before the drop, just a sort of introduction. I thought like, yeah, this is the best idea to do it, and it's basically the first version already had it, right, with the few
Yeah.
beginning
Yeah.
there. Yeah. Ha. Joke.
And the flute is,
Yeah.
I guess, one of the few things that is coming from a plugin.
Yeah.
It's basically a contact flute
Yeah.
combined with 2 omnisphere flutes.
Sure.
And at some point there's gonna be like a real recorded flute.
Yeah.
So that's kind of funny.
And the funny thing is that we whistled the melody like human whistle. So we recorded that, and you can hear that as well in the video clip, the official one.
Is it in there that you can show it?
Yeah, I think so.
That's cool.
But we're gonna do that later.
I didn't do it since I can't whistle at all. So I'm the only one here that couldn't whistle.
Yeah. So you have here the flute going on. Simple sweep. Guitar. So he has another layer for the chords.
Yeah, this is also an Omnisphere plugin. So if you look good, you can find it back in Omnisphere. It's preset actually. So
Yeah, you have here piano. So that's it all together. And then you have build up, of course, and it goes. Okay, that's the drop. So
maybe show the drums first.
drums first, yeah. It's a simple clap. This is the kick. With another clap. And that clap is sort of tambourine clap to give some high energy to it. This is just a layer, really low. It's actually because we first had this kalimba here, but it felt like sort of missing that body and that warmth. So we layered this, which is warm. And then together. So that's basically the pluck, which is going on. That's the flute again with this flute. So it's like two layers. So together with this. But there isn't any, there is like a sub here. It goes like really hard sidechained. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like after the kick you have the bass, so it's like that's how the sub goes. So basically you make space for the kick and space for the sub, so they won't clash. So that's basically what happened really in this song, as you can hear. So there's a sub, and I think that's basically it. It's basically the drop with some claps and affixes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this clap here going on. Just reverse clap. You have any questions?
Yeah, a lot of people ask why there are lots of audio clips.
It's because
Our computer couldn't handle, the CPU couldn't handle the project, and also some stems are from Venomenal,
Yeah.
so that's the reason as well. And we have, like we already said, it's the process of like 7 projects, and
so we have to like we bounced it like 7 times, something like that. So that's basically the reason why we use that audio clips.
And also the thing with audio is you can see much better what's going on.
Yeah, agreed.
So for
And-
mixing, it's best to put everything to audio first.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is also if you have plugins and you play like a loop of it, some plugins like Silent or like Nexus or other plugins, you have like it changes a little bit every time you loop it, you know. So I prefer to bounce it because you have the same audio. So So that's
And-
basically the reason.
And I wanted to say that for some reason, I can't see all the reactions. So if I'm not responding now, we will respond after the video. We will try to respond to everyone.
Yeah.
So.
And maybe just ask again if we don't respond.
Okay, then
Maybe we'll respond then.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and we try to answer it maybe afterwards, and you can ask anything you want. But for now, we'll just do a project first. And, so that's basically this is a funny story because this is actually pitched, so it's like the vocal but then stretched, and I don't know if people know Melodyne, but it's recorded in Melodyne, and we changed sort of direction how the vocal pitches, so it's this. We can show you that in a different project maybe after this. So that's what the vocal does. And here you have the roads coming up again. So that's the roads. You have
Basically the same all over again. It's with drums and stuff. It's very simple.
yeah, it's very simple. Still roads with the kick and the percussion, just a shaker, add to it. Introduces the melody here.
There's the whistle.
That's the whistle.
Can you show it?
Didn't you have to pitch the whistle because it was too low?
No, I couldn't make the lowest key
Yeah.
of it. If I whistle it, I can make the lowest reach of it. So I kind of whistled it near there, and I pitched it on the good note. So
Yeah.
actually nothing is Melodyne, only the last note. So
But if you can whistle it, like the low note,
Show us.
record it,
Yeah.
send us an email.
yeah, and
Maybe
When
we
you
will
post it on
use,
Facebook or anything, show it.
Yeah.
We want to know if you can do it.
Yeah.
I can't at all, so it's good.
yeah. So this is the whistle. That one is pitched.
Yeah.
So the last one, like that one.
Try it.
Fucking hard. Yeah. So. And actually, the vocal again did another trick with Melodyne. This one. It's just stretched, you know. It's a stretched thing, and
And a lot of reverb.
a lot of reverb,
Yeah.
and some EQing, of course. So together, you have this road still going on. And then you
Layered
can-
with a soft piano, I guess.
Yeah. And the chords are different, right?
Yeah. Just to change it up a bit.
Yeah. So we changed the chords here to make it feel like a real bridge to the drop.
Yeah.
And you have this.
The melody still works on the different chords, so
Yeah.
that's important.
the funniest part because we
don't
change
have-
the beats, but it's still the same BPM. So
And also the difference is that the radio edit has the future bass part in it,
yeah.
but the extended doesn't.
No.
So if you like that part, just listen to the radio version.
Yeah, that's true. And well, let me show you how we made that bass. It's pretty easy. So these are the keys from the bass, what we play, and what we did is from 3xOSC, and that's basically a simple plug-in from FL Studio. And we slowed down the attack, so basically you don't hear an attack on the sub bass. So in that case, you hear this. It has sort of latency in it, and we placed there a kick, which is this one. Really short one to give the sub bass a little space, and the kick as well, so they won't clash. And we have a little distortion on it, on the sub bass, because distortion changes your waveform. So your sub bass is always a sine wave, and your kick is also a sine wave. So if you have the same sine waves up to each other, it clashes. So what you do on a different channel, like for example your bass, put a little distortion on it to give it a little bit more crispiness, and it changes a little bit of the waveform. So you basically don't have not like phasing stuff like that. So that's basically what we always do, just to change the waveform a little bit. And after that we have this. It's like a hearing, you hear this bass, but actually it doesn't have any bass. It's just like the mid frequency of the bass. So you hear it. It's a lot of bass, and my door is vibrating on it. Yeah. And you have these drums, which give a little bit impact. We of course love the low end. We cut that so it won't clash again. Yeah, that cinematic feel. So snares. This is funny as well. Percussion. Some are like reversed, and just a simple note. This one is reversed, for example. You have all these different things going on, which is panned. I don't know if you can hear it through your phone or through your laptop or headphones, whatever. But it's panned. It goes like right and left to give it more like a white feeling. So together you have this. And you have these hi-hats layered as well. So that's basically the percussion and the drums and the bass. And on top of that, we have the melody still going on. This one hasn't any low, but it's just a mid frequency. So it feels kind of like a whole package because you almost have all the frequencies already. But let's see, click everything on. It's still the kalimba, what you hear, is still in the sidechain to give it like a more jumpy feeling. So it feels like, I don't know, jumpy feeling. And then you have here the flute, which is another layer with this one. So together. And this one still goes. With the whistle. So that's basically everything in the second part. So together it sounds like here's the funny part, because this is actually not in any version at all. But I can show you what we did here. So it feels like it's ending. This was the first idea. And now it slows down. So it feels kind of real. But we haven't added to anything because it feels like an end, you know? And there isn't any part.
It wasn't really
It's
needed
too
for
long,
the,
it's-
for the radio
yeah.
edits.
It's all good.
The reason we did the future bass thing is because it's very popular right now. So
Yeah. And it suits the track
And,
very well.
and,
very well.
and not only because it's popular, because we like it.
also
Yes, we also
Of
like
course.
future bass.
So,
we wouldn't,
That's
we
the
wouldn't
most
do something.
important.
We wouldn't do something if we didn't like it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course, of course. So that's basically how the track sounds, like ripped off. So stripped off. Ripped off something.
oh shit.
Busted.
So what we can do now, maybe, is showing them the verses we had first.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I
That's
think
a
that's a funny idea to do that.
You're inside?
Nee, dus dan moet even via je laptop.
Don't show my ass. oh, he did.
Yeah. Let's go again. So now I can see your reactions. I want also Logic. Yes, we actually
I already said
work in
I already
Logic.
said that we're working
Oh,
on
I already
Logic
said it. I'm
and
sorry.
Ableton.
I'm sorry.
No problemo, señorita.
But basically, it doesn't matter which DAW you actually use, because you know, it's all depending on the creative process. So, well, it doesn't matter which DAW you use. I think you can. I prefer Logic because you have a lot of you know, space in your program, and it feels like in Fruit Loops there isn't much air left for the sounds. So that's basically the reason why we're using Logic right now. I also like Ableton, but I still like Fruit Loops, of course. But
Somebody asking how long we spent on the track.
Almost 2 years.
yeah, almost 2 years. We had so many different versions.
The very first.
I probably have to scroll like lots of down
Yeah.
when I reach to the point where the first version is.
Yeah,
It started all in September 2015. So
yeah.
it's kind of old, yeah.
It's fucking old, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we had like versions. First, we sent it out to different labels, and there were like 2 labels already interested in, but we choose doing it for review recordings.
I guess it's this
Yeah.
one.
So that's the club version, right?
I guess so.
You better click on it.
I
'cause,
guess.
Yeah.
So.
So the actual title of this track was Time,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
yes. Yes, it was.
Yes.
Same. Still kind of same part. was the progressive version.
Yeah, that's progressive version.
And we
had this one. I think the other one is not on SoundCloud.
I don't think it really matters what version you make, because
It
like
still-
you can strip it down to only piano and the voice, and it still works.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and that's the great thing about this song.
This is with the chops, right? It's like folk chops. Yeah. It was the first one. With focus on it.
Yeah. It was the reason why it's called Time. Oh.
So then you have this same part again. So that's there you are.
I think that's the
That's a different version as well. But we choose like the last version, which is the future house / deep house version, because it's way more relaxing, which is I don't know, way more like relaxing to listen to.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
kind of the purpose.
And it was
of the
also
song,
like the last version.
Yeah,
And
it
that
was
was the last version was the version that we all agreed on, that we were happy about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we started sending that one out.
Yeah.
It was still an instrumental, and so we came across Emily, and she did the vocals. And Ivar
Which,
did the
Ivar,
writing,
yeah.
and it was they did a hell of a good job. It was really good.
Yes.
So that's how that part.
It was like the first vocal demo we got, so it was like one shot, like
Yeah.
this is it.
Yeah, right.
Like,
One hit
Yeah.
wonder.
Yeah, exactly. No, it was. Oh wait. Hey there. No, it was like. This is, by the way, the camera guy.
Yeah.
And well, it was. What was I trying to say? Yeah, Emily. The story with Emily.
Yeah.
We had like this record. We sent it out to Revealed, and they really liked it. And they put it out to Ivor, which is the writer of this song, and he wrote the lyrics, and he basically came up with Emily singing on it, and we were like directly losing it because we really loved the version. So
Yeah.
that's basically how it went. You know, sometimes when you have records, you have like so many vocals on it, and it won't fit. But this was the first vocal, and it fitted perfectly. So
And for those who don't know, Emily is also the girl playing in a video clip.
yeah, she's in a video clip as well.
Yeah.
Together with Renzo is this guy. He's like a sort of comedian type of guy which lives in our city, and he makes funny videos. So make sure you check him out as well. Yeah.
So I guess that's about it, right?
Yeah, I think that's basically it.
So
Jess.
give it back to the camera.
Yes, got it.
maybe answer
Cool.
some questions or.
Yeah,
Wow.
you can ask some questions. We do like a short
We'll do it
Q&A.
later, I guess.
No, we can maybe
How long are we being live now?
I don't know,
I guess 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
So.
Okay, let's do 5 more minutes. You can ask your questions now. We're trying to answer you all because we have a sort of a lag connection here with our Facebook. So let's see which questions pop up and we give you our answers. So let's go. You can see?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Somebody's saying fuck you, man. That's not very good.
Great.
How do you guys work with white noise? There wasn't any white noise in this.
No,
White nose.
White nose. You had a white nose.
No, I had a black nose, to be honest.
But how we work with white noise, yeah, you make white noise, and you cut it the whole low frequencies, and then you make sure it's only white noise and not like pink noise. And pink noise is like the whole spectrum you hear in noise. But we use it on, not anymore I guess, for progressive house we had like this white noise which is really short and gives a sort of plucky release on it, like and we put it on the kick, and that's how we always did it, like the progressive versions we made. It's, same for you, right? You did it as well.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's the white noise story.
Yeah. Somebody asking how much time it took for Reveal to get back to you after the email submission. Well, that was pretty quick actually.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
great, right?
They loved it, and the work they put into this record is amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. We're really happy with
Yeah.
Refield. It's such a great company to work with.
And giving us the opportunity to show you guys what we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. So, you see other...
Yeah, there's a French question. Combien avait processor?
I think, which processor?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like a i.7 processor. It's like, I don't know, quad-core or something. You know it?
It's like
You-
two different things, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I really don't know.
I'm not like
What's your
a
motherboard and
computer guy.
processor? I have no clue what you have in your computer.
No.
I think
Me neither.
it's like 5 or 6 years old now, so it's probably not updated. That's the reason why we couldn't handle the project.
No, actually, we don't really use this computer anymore. It's
No,
we use the laptop you see over there,
the MacBook.
the MacBook. We use that, and we only make Logic now. In Logic, we make music now.
Ableton.
And Ableton. Maurice is using Ableton, and I'm using Logic, and you're
I'm using Ableton too.
Ableton
Yeah.
and FL Studio as well, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
not anymore.
No, you prefer
Ableton, because on Mac, Ableton is so much better than FL Studio, because FL Studio is still they're still working on it.
I see.
So
Yeah. I see. Yeah. Okay. See something different?
is it good to mix master tracks only with headphones?
Yeah, but I think you should like test it in every
Yeah.
every room,
Yeah.
like in your car or
You
in
should
your
have
passport.
you should have like different references.
Yeah.
Like it's really important to know how a track sounds in your car. If
Yeah.
you don't have one,
Maybe your mom
maybe your mom or your dad or
someone
whatever.
in your family.
Or you know, just if you hear a record on some speakers or anything,
Yeah.
maybe even the laptop speakers, and you know how it sounds, and your track sounds kind of similar, and you like your goal is to mix it and make it sound like that kind of tracks.
Yeah, you mix
It's
it.
a good reference, you know, and
Yeah.
just check it on different speakers or whatever makes sounds. And
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like doing it on the headphone only for like mixing the sub and the kick. So sometimes you had to, I don't know, put your volume really loud to hear like the bass going or the kick, or you have to see it on a spectrum or a meter. So I like hearing it on a headphone because I can really hear how the sub goes. That's what I really like mixing the sub.
Yeah.
Basically, we mix on speakers.
Do you use presets or make your own presets? Well, with this one, there's very few presets actually, because most of it is just recorded from a piano or a guitar. So, but the preset we did use are from Omnisphere and Contact.
they were the flutes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the only
Yeah.
preset,
And the plug sound.
but we did some adjustments on the sounds.
The
Yeah.
plug sound is from a plugin called Purity. It's actually the free. No, it's not.
Yeah, it's called Purity.
Yeah, pure. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, Purity. You have like, you can choose like a steel drum or a kalimba, for example. But it's really like sound of digital. It's not really a real sound, like a real Rhodes or something like that. It's like kind of fake, but it's what you hear like the kalimbas form.
So I think that we should wrap it up.
Yes.
We will come back with your. We will try to answer all your questions after this. I want to say thank you for you guys for watching us, for checking, letting us showing this record, and
Yeah.
see you soon. I
Same
guess.
for me. And you can still drop questions, right? Maybe
Yeah.
we answer them, and we're gonna drop a link to our Facebook and your Facebook.
Yeah, I already did, and so don't forget to follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, Snapchat, on
Our Facebook is
everything.
everything.
Our Facebook is Facebook/Magnificence,
Yeah.
but our Instagram is like Instagram/MagnificenceNL, and the same goes for Twitter. And I don't.
I'll drop the links.
You drop a
Much
link.
easier.
That's better.
And
That's
I will
better.
give you one really good reason why, if you like this record and you want to be updated if there's going to be another one.
Maybe a
should
good
follow.
idea following
Who
us.
knows?
Maybe it's good to follow.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Okay, well, let's wrap it up, and thank you guys for watching. We're gonna do another live stream probably in the future. So, well, let's check that out, and hope to see you again.
Cheers,
Bye,
guys.
bye, guys.
Later, bye-bye.